Okay, everybody, welcome to another episode of Breathesober Transformations. Today I have yet another very special, very unique individual. Her name is Bridget. She's been with us now about 3-ish months and blew me away with just an incredible transformation. So I wanted to share that with all of you guys today. So without further ado, Bridget, how are you?
I'm great, especially because we had breath work this morning, and it's always the best way to start the day.
Amazing. So Bridget, do you mind sharing a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do?
Yeah. I'm 53 years old. I've been in the mortgage industry for 25 years, which has been rewarding but incredibly stressful. I'm a loan officer, and I do own my own company. So it's really funny. I wasn't really a drinker until I got into mortgages when I was about 29, and wonder what the correlation is there, huh? In 2020, I realized I really needed to quit the bottle of wine a night habit that had been going on for a very long time. And when I say a bottle a night, I'm being nice. It was probably worse than that on many nights. And I really started on the journey, like I said, in 2020, when everyone was stuck at home and you could drink more without anyone knowing about it, So I've tried so many different approaches. The very first thing I did was, I think I bought a hypnosis thing on Facebook, got into some reading, looked at AA. I'm like, nah, that is not for me. I'm not that's not my problem. I'm just so
Why, just out of curiosity, like what turned you off against that?
I feel like I'm different than that. I am a really high functioning go-getter, type A personality. I'm just very high strung and anxious. Wasn't always that way, but I think the career had me living in that fight or flight space for so long that I could turn it on and I could do my job very well during the day. But the second I was done with the job, I was like, how do I escape right now? I need peace. I need quiet. I was just so stressed and so anxious and so tired and so depleted. So I had, looking at AA, those are, what I saw was people that just had to have alcohol around them 24/7 and were hiding it under the car seat and stuff like that, and really fighting
that at all.
And we're not the same. I admit I had an issue, but we are not the same. So okay. I needed, when I finally found you after trying so many different things, it made sense to me because you have the science to back what is actually happening in my system. And I am that kind of person. I need to know what's going on, why, and how to fix it. And understanding the whole process and reason I got here, what's going on, and then how to fix it was huge for me.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So fast forward. So, okay, you were not very happy with the way things were going. You had recognized that, okay, there's something that needs to be done over here. Can't keep going on like this. You looked at a bunch of different options. You tried some of those options. Some were not for you. Some didn't really do anything. And that's when you found my ad, I guess. And then we had a conversation. So walk me through, after speaking with me on that call, what was it that made you say, this is something that can help me?
I think just this, the explanation and the science and behind it at such a deep level. Okay. And then realizing that, the group, you, like a professional, we were similar. High performing, high functioning, made a lot of money, miserable, So I identified with you and with the others that were in the group. I feel like when we jump on these calls, we're all so similar, you know.
So that's like the one thing for you where you feel like you're in a room full of people who are just like yourself, and that's one thing that was essentially missing from some of the other things that you had tried. Now
Yes.
I love that because that is what I've always strived for, to build a
Yeah.
place where people feel like it's their second home, especially with doing
Yeah.
this kind of work. So I love that. Okay, so you jumped in, we started working together. You started doing some breath work, you started doing some root cause analysis, digging deep a little bit. What was that moment like? When did you start noticing things shifting for you, things changing for you?
It took a few weeks, but it was after one of the morning breath work sessions where it was so intense for me that when we were through, my entire day was different, and I was a different person. I was the person I was before, the career challenges, back when I didn't worry about everything and anything or makeup stuff to worry about. I was carefree, lighthearted, and this empty feeling that I was carrying around wasn't really there anymore. So for me, the biggest thing that hit me was the breath work. And then I realized, wow, there's something to this, releasing whatever it is I've been carrying that's weighing me down and making me so miserable and exhausted and empty. You can do it, and so I'm finding that I had become a robot with not experiencing any emotions at all. Definitely not joy, probably more anger and bitterness than anything else. But then I started changing, and I was able to feel love again and compassion again and happy moments of happy and calm and peace. And that is all I've ever been looking for. I just used to think you could find it at the bottom of a bottle of wine, Which
I love
you
that.
can for like 15 minutes, but that's about it. Just makes it work.
So the breath work is what moved the needle the most for you. It seems like you were able to untangle some of the things that had you fixated on using alcohol to cope with it all. And, since it's been about 3 months, and in that time,
Only
breathwork
2 months,
is.
actually. It's only 2 months.
Oh yeah, okay. It
Yeah,
feels
I know.
feels
That's
like it
even
feels like
better.
you've been with us a lot longer.
I know.
But I mean, it just goes to show how much you have put into this, right? Because you are on almost every single call, you make time for it. You make sure that even if you're driving, that you can tune in a little bit, and all these little things that you've done over the last several weeks. I noticed them. I notice everything that you're doing, moving things aside to make time for the things that are that matter
in
to
the
you.
beginning it feels like work, but then when you experience, even after a group call, I mean, the feeling you get afterwards or during, when you're able to share with people that are like you and realize you're not a freak, it's worth it. Like, you want more, kind of almost like, I wanted to go get that bottle of wine. It's the same kind of, oh, I can't wait to go to breath work this morning, or I have group this afternoon. I can't wait to tell Loretta that I quit using the Vyvanse, like she did. Like, it's just excitement for me. And I'm dreading the day when I don't get to see you guys so regularly, honestly.
Well, that's we don't have to put the cart before the horse. There's still lots and lots and lots of time. Who knows? You might be sick of us by the time you're done. So
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either, to be honest. Couple of things you mentioned that I wanted to bring up. Number one is you mentioned how, just like the way you used to be excited about a bottle of wine, you're feeling the same excitement about breathwork. I just want to pause here for 1 second, because what you're saying is what defines Breathesober in a nutshell: the rewiring process, right? we took you from a place in your life where the only thing that really brought you any kind of excitement was the prospect of going and drinking. And in 2 months, 2.5 months, it's now turned into something where you're not drinking at all. And we're going to talk about that in a minute as well. But then not only that, but now it's rewired itself where your excitement is coming from breath work, from meeting with the group. Guys, to anyone that's watching, this is it. This is what it is, period. This is it. This is how the program works. This is how Breathesober works. And then the second thing that I really am so proud of, the fact that you were able to stop taking all these anti-anxiety medications and all these things that just get prescribed to you like candy every time you go to a trusted professional with some kind of a challenge that you're experiencing, and you walk away with a prescription. So let's talk about that. How do you feel now that you're no longer on those medications?
I'm fine. I mean, I do have some days where I notice that I don't have that extra, bump from ADD medication, but you know what? It's okay. It's not a bad thing to be calm and think more clearly and take a moment before you act or speak or work,
Right.
But that's pretty much the only complaint that I have, and it's not even a complaint, it's just a observation. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing is, people, I heard this all the time, alcohol just makes you more anxious. It's true. I'm sorry, it is so true. You can't, you're going to pay for that 15 or 20 minutes of a nice little buzz. You're going to pay for it for a long time, into the next day. And your sleep is disrupted. And once, the sleep thing, this is huge. I remember my dreams now. Some of them are weird, but that's okay. But I remember them, and I'm sleeping so well. I'm excited to get up in the morning. It's been a long time since that happened. I can't even tell you the last time. I'm excited to get up in the morning. I'm excited to get my day started before anyone else, where in the past you'd have to peel me out of bed. And it just is, I get so much more done now before before the time I used to get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unreal. It's unreal.
So what
My energy levels are up.
what we're talking about is your sleep improved, which means you're more rested, you're waking up earlier, you're getting more done, feeling more productive, feeling more accomplished, and you're doing it all without the ball and chains of anything holding you back like it was.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds a lot like thriving. Building the most thriving alcohol-free version of yourself. That's my tagline.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see, because this is what happens, right? Like, most of us, we don't realize that our body wants to heal. Every single time you wake up, your body's like, time to heal. And we're like, nope, not today. And the cycle continues. It continues. And all it takes is a few short weeks with the right tools. I can't stress that enough. White knuckling it is not gonna change anything. Is you start to see the difference, and then, like you said, it's a work in the beginning. So you put in the effort. You don't necessarily see the feedback right away, but once you start doing that, and once the immediate feedback loop is live and active, there's nothing quite like that kind of motivation to get you going, to feel excited about your life, to feel excited about the work that you're doing, about everything that's going on in your life. That is so beautiful to hear. I absolutely love it.
You start to associate more pleasure with not drinking than drinking, and then all of a sudden you kind of just don't care. Anyway, that's what happened to me.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for sharing all the experience that you went through, and everything that changed. Now imagine someone like yourself sitting on the fence, someone who isn't quite sure what they want to do, but they know something has to change, what would be your advice for them?
Your program offers so much, and we're only touching on a couple of things, and we just don't have time to go into it. But you are worth it. You are worth it, and you need. If you're even questioning this at all, you just need to give it a try. I think, life's too short to waste it in a bottle, and being miserable. And your program works. I've tried so many different things since I decided to address this 6 years ago. And this one works. And I just, it let me save you the pain of trying anything else. just try it. You'll be blown away.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for that. The reality is, though, you're the one who's putting in all the work. You're the one who is showing up. You're the one who is believing in herself and trusting in the process. So I thank you for that. I think, all I can do is lay the path for you based on what I see that's happening, based on my experience, and then it's up to you to follow that path. So I'm so glad you did. Bridget, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today and sharing your experience. It is absolutely wonderful to see just, in such a short time, how amazing your transformation is. And the reality is that this is only the beginning. It's only going to go up and up and up from here. We haven't even started phase 4 yet. So that is going to be very exciting. For anyone else that is listening, Breathesober is made for people who really are sick and tired of doing the same thing again and again and again. Like you said, Bridget, you made the money and you're miserable. There are millions of us out there who found the success in the material success in life. We have the careers, we have the jobs, we have the home, we have the kids, we have the cars, we have the clothes, we have the bags, we have the shoes, we have it all. But what's the one thing that is missing?
Peace.
Fulfillment. Peace. Right? And that is what Breathesober is going to bring back into your life, so long as you are practicing it. So with that, if you are watching this and if you're thinking, well, how do I find out more? The link to my calendar is underneath. Go ahead and click the link. You'll book a call with me. We'll hop on a call. It's what's called a clarity call. And this is where we are going to just have an open conversation about what's going on in your life, what you've tried before, where you'd like to be. And based on that, I will show you the path. I'll show you what's holding you back, what steps you can take to start building that alcohol-free version of your life. And if it makes sense to work together, I'll invite you into the program. And if for any reason I'm not able to help, I'll point you in the right direction. Win-win. So that's it. The link is in the description. Bridget, thank you so much for joining me today, for taking time out of your busy day. I know you've got a lot going on. Is there anything else you would like to mention to our audience before we call it a day?
There's plenty, but we don't have time. Just thank you. Thank you for popping onto my Facebook feed the other day or whenever that was. Maybe it was Instagram. I don't know. It was somewhere. But yeah. I'm so glad that you did. And I am so glad that I invested in myself. I could have purchased another Louis Vuitton bag or something, but I just, I'm joking. I could have, life's too short to live in that cycle. And there's so much more waiting for you if you make the choice to do it.